Let me see if I can get clarity again. Did you ever witness any of the members of the working group violate rules regarding grand jury secrecy? Yes or no?
Senator, as I referenced in my prior testimony, the Weaponization Working Group is working diligently to understand the historic abuse.
President Trump's nominee to head a newly created Justice Department unit focused on combating fraud appeared before the Senate's top legal oversight panel, and what happened raised more eyebrows than confidence. The nominee was asked a direct, straightforward question. If confirmed, would this new DOJ task force be bound by the department's existing rules and ethical guidelines? Instead of offering a clear yes, he repeatedly sidestepped the issue. It was the kind of moment that felt surreal, like someone applying to be a referee but refusing to acknowledge that rulebooks matter. The administration has described this division as a safeguard against the government being turned into a political tool. Yet during the hearing, the tension in the room suggested something else entirely. The reluctance to answer didn't come across as careful legal caution. It felt evasive. And in politics, evasiveness often says more than a direct response ever could. During the 25th of February 2026 confirmation hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee, Senator Adam Schiff posed a clear and simple inquiry to nominee Colin McDonald. Were you involved in the DOJ's so-called Weaponization Working Group? And if so, does that group operate under the Department of Justice's established rules and oversight? The question wasn't complicated. The response, however, never really came. After several attempts to pin down a definitive answer, Senator Schiff shifted gears. Instead of continuing to press for something that clearly wasn't going to be given, he began laying out why the refusal itself was significant. Sometimes, what a nominee won't say under oath tells you more than what they will. Now let's take a look at the exchange, and then we'll break down why that moment may matter more than it first appeared.
The Weaponization Working Group, as commissioned by the President.
A simple yes or no would do. Were you part of the Weaponization Working Group?
Senator, as I referenced earlier in questions before the panel, the Weaponization Working Group, as commissioned by the President and then the Attorney General,
I still haven't gotten an answer. Were you involved with the Weaponization Working Group, yes or no? It's a simple question. You were either involved with it or you weren't.
Senator, as referenced earlier.
Yes or no, Mr. McDonald?
Senator, as I referenced earlier.
I'm not interested in what you referenced earlier. I'm asking you a simple question right now, not earlier, but right now. Were you part of the Weaponization Working Group at Justice, yes or no?
Senator, as I referenced earlier,
okay, you're not going to answer the question. You're not going to answer the question.
Was rightly identified.
I don't know why you won't answer a simple question, but let me ask you a different question. Do you believe that members of the Weaponization Working Group need to abide by the Justice Department manual? Yes or no?
Senator, as a career federal prosecutor,
I'm asking you a simple question,
I am
yes
very
or no.
well familiar with the U.S. Department of Justice manual.
I'm glad you are. Do you feel the manual applies to people in the Weaponization Working Group? Do they have to abide by it? Yes or no?
Senator, as you know,
why is that a difficult question for you to answer? Do you believe that members of the Weaponization Work Group have to abide by ethical practices?
Senator, all Department of Justice employees, every day.
Is that a yes?
Every day.
I'm asking a very specific question, not about all department employees, but about employees in the Weaponization Working Group. Do they have to abide by the Justice Department manual, yes or no?
Senator, all Department of Justice employees.
So that's a yes?
Operate within the provisions of the Justice Manual.
Mr. McDonald, is that a yes?
Senator, I would refer you to the answer that I just gave.
Or is the Weaponization Working Group something different? Are you suggesting that it's different, that it doesn't have to abide by the ethics manual, that it doesn't have to abide by ethics at all? Why are you refusing to answer a simple question?
Senator, I'm not refusing to answer your question.
Well, do the members of the working group have to abide by the Justice Department manual?
Senator, as I referenced in my previous answer, all Department of Justice employees.
I'm not interested in your previous answers. You can't answer a simple question, or you won't, which leads me to suspect you believe they don't have to apply They don't have to live up to the standards of the Justice Manual. So let me ask you a different question. In your time working with this group, did you ever observe any of the other members of the Weaponization Working Group violate the Justice Department manual, yes or no?
Senator, the Weaponization Working Group has been working to illuminate
I'm
the
not
facts.
interested in a filibuster of an answer. Did you observe members of the working group, or did you yourself violate the Justice Department manual?
Senator, as referenced
You're refusing
in
to answer
prior
that question.
answers,
So let me
the
ask you another
Weaponization
question.
Working Group has been working.
Did you witness members of the Weaponization Working Group mishandle grand jury material?
Senator,
Did that
as
come to
I
your
referenced
attention?
earlier,
I'm not interested in
the
what you referenced
Weaponization
earlier.
Working Group
I'm
has been
interested-
working
I'm
to
interested-
understand
Mr.
the
McDonald?
facts and events
Mr. Mc-
underlying
Mr. Chairman.
significant
Mr. Chairman?
weaponization of
Mr.
the government
Mr. Chairman?
during the Biden administration.
Mr. Chairman, I'm asking for a simple question. I would ask your help in getting a direct answer. I've asked the witness whether he believes members of the Weaponization Working Group at the Justice Department need to abide by the Justice Department's own Justice Manual. Would you assist me in getting an answer to that question?
No, I will not assist you.
Okay. Well, you have the chairman's support in not answering the question, so let me try another question. Or let me see if I can get clarity again. Did you ever witness any of the members of the working group violate rules regarding grand jury secrecy? Yes or no?
Senator, as I referenced in my prior testimony, the Weaponization Working Group
You won't
is
answer that
working
question.
diligently to
So let me
understand the
ask you-
historic
let me ask you
abuses and
one last question
weaponization
and
of
see
the
if you're
Department
willing
of
to
Justice
answer it.
in the Biden
Mr.
administration.
McDonald, did you ever witness anyone in the Weaponization Working Group violate the law? Yes or no?
Senator, I would refer you to my prior answer.
Your prior answer was to obfuscate, and it's become very clear you're unwilling to answer very simple questions, because it's very clear what that weaponization group is all about, and that is using the awesome powers of the Department of Justice to go after the president's enemies. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Schiff, maybe I gave a short answer to your question, but I've never been asked.
Okay, so let me give you the part that makes this whole thing worse. Colin McDonald isn't some outsider trying to enter the Justice Department. He's already one of the top officials there. He reports directly to the DOJ's #2 official, Todd Blanche, who, yes, was Donald Trump's personal defense attorney in the hush money criminal trial that ended with 34 felony convictions. So this isn't a random nominee. He's already deep inside the leadership structure. Right now, McDonald oversees matters involving the FBI, DEA, and ATF. That's serious authority. But what didn't get enough attention during the hearing is that he wasn't just involved in the so-called Weaponization Working Group, he helped run it. That group was created by Attorney General Pam Bondi on her first day in office. It was supposed to investigate whether the DOJ had been used politically. But the people leading it had openly defended January 6th narratives and repeated election fraud claims. And the group's reported targets included figures like James Comey, John Brennan, Letitia James, and even Senator Adam Schiff. Yes, the same senator questioning McDonald. So when Schiff asked whether this working group has to follow the DOJ's own rulebook, that wasn't random. That's a senator who may have been investigated by the very group the nominee co-led. Now here's the key point. The DOJ has strict rules. They govern grand jury secrecy, political independence, and the firewall between the White House and prosecutors. These are not optional guidelines. And yet, when asked directly whether those rules apply to his group, McDonald wouldn't say yes. Just think about that for a second. Then there's the new division he's been nominated to lead, the National Fraud Enforcement Division. It's being presented as a crackdown on fraud. But several existing fraud and corruption units have reportedly been reduced or eliminated. And then Vice President JD Vance publicly said the new division would operate out of the White House under his and the president's supervision. That's not how prosecutorial independence is supposed to work. Legal experts have warned that if the White House appears to be directing prosecutions, defense attorneys could argue political interference and potentially get cases thrown out. Meanwhile, over 100 career prosecutors have reportedly left the DOJ, many citing political pressure. So this isn't just about one awkward hearing exchange. It's about structure. It's about whether DOJ rules still function as guardrails or whether they're becoming optional. When a nominee refuses to confirm that his team must follow the department's own policies, that's not a small moment. That's a signal. Anyway, that's where things stand right now. If you care about accountability and you want more breakdowns like this, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this week, and I genuinely need your help to get there. Hit the subscribe button, share this with someone who follows politics, and let's grow this channel together.